Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 26 of season 2 of my Nightmare series in Agrarian Skies. Last episode, I did a whole bunch of questing turn-ins, little mishmash, got a few things accomplished. This episode, I want to keep that ball rolling a little bit. I don't think I'm going to get nearly as many turned in at all, but I do want to keep working towards a few of these quests. To come over here and check on the status of the Go with the Flow quest. My mushroom soup is about 67% there, you see. About 2/3 done. Not too bad. And let's see, the other one that is continuing, that would be in Hell's Kitchen. The toasty bread has progressed to about 19%. That's still moving forward. Kind of slow, but it's still moving. Last episode, I started this, and I better just go take a quick nap so that it's daytime, and my bees continue to work. Pet my kitty cat. There we go. I think I should call this the cat house, since it's, these guys live here more than I do, that's for sure. I only come and sleep in the bed. Okay, back over here to the bee houses. What we got going on? Looks like these are going quite well. Let me check on the status of this one. Oh, looks like it must have recently finished. And I've got a forest princess back in stock. Really what I want is a... Go ahead and toss that in there. Maybe I'll get a comment out of that. If not, then I'll have a bunch of crossbred drones that I can turn into bee goo later. Get some BNA, as a lot of people like to call it. But the main purpose of that bee house is to get some cross-pollination going between some of these trees that I have over here. I went ahead and planted a spruce over here. I'm not sure that it's even close enough to be affected. Maybe, maybe not. And I planted these birches here. And again, I'm not really sure that they're close enough to be affected by the bee house. But what definitely is being affected is this oak tree, and then you can see a couple of these leaves have started to turn. And you can probably see that even better if I get my spectacles out. Put those on. And okay, look at that. Now they're quite easy to distinguish with the spectacles on. They turn gray with yellow spots for me. Well, actually it does look like, if I look right here, I can see that one of the spruce tree leaf blocks has actually been pollinated. And if I come over here, yeah, some of these have been pollinated as well. That's great. So what I want to do is, well, first of all, I want to take a quick look at this little problem I'm having right here. Fluid protein. That one is going ridiculously slow. I started this process with the slaughterhouse here about maybe 7 episodes ago, I think now, that I put this in. And I'm only at 16%, so there is a little hint in here though. So I think I can improve this. It says it doesn't care where the meat comes from. So I'm thinking that I can use this slaughterhouse down in my spawner instead, and stop using it in this in my farm up here, and then I can switch this slaughterhouse back to a regular grinder so that I can start getting the normal resources off of my animals and stuff over there, which would then free up some of my garden, so I wouldn't have to have all these soybeans planted. I could go ahead and switch some of these back out for maybe lettuce and some tomatoes, because I want to get some of these Hell's Kitchen quests moving along. And I think these would probably be easier if I had the pork and the beef coming from this stuff. I'm not sure. I don't think the lambs actually are necessary for any of the Hell's Kitchen quests, but let me grab... Oh, actually, let me just pull my... There we go. Crescent hammer out right here. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up this slaughterhouse. And I want to go ahead and let me check my flight. Well, I just go ahead and refresh that right now so I don't accidentally fall and hurt myself. Get that. And I don't need this quest delivery system here anymore. I'm go ahead and pick that up. And then I'm going to come down here to the spawn area down here. And I've already poked a hole right here. I figure that even if yeah, looks like that's facing the right direction. Even if the sigil or this ritual kills a few of the guys coming in here, this thing spawns so many mobs and moves so much mobs over here. This will still be a lot faster than, you know, waiting for the animals up top to grow up. Well, the problem is I'm going to need to get some energy down here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of these Tesseracts that I'm not using right at the moment. From right there. And put it right on top here. There we go. So yeah, that's now getting energy. Now, I don't want to... This should only be receiving. Yeah, okay, good. Now, I think I can just go ahead and put my questing book, or my questing thing, right back in. I'm going to put it right below there, just to keep it all in the wall. And I want to set that back to the liquid protein quest. Select that task. Set that one to liquid protein or fluid protein. And now let's see if this does what I think it's going to do. Turn this on. And go ahead and close that up. Now, one of the things between this episode and last, I did manage to, or I did update my pack to the 2.1.4. So the next thing I'm probably going to do, as soon as I verify that this is starting to work, is I'm going to start getting working on my Big Reactor. That's what I want to work on next. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue. Oop, I need to come away from it a little bit. It'll spawn mobs a little bit faster if I'm not down there. I just want to keep an eye on that for a second, make sure that it does in fact go up. Not seeing anything yet. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it is it is making some progress. Okay, so that looks good. Looks good. I'm just going to go ahead and let that sit down there now. And I do need to put a grinder back up at the top here real quick. And I will need to collect the materials coming out of there now. Because, oh wow, I've got a bunch of adult critters in there already. So if I look up here and I find if I have a grinder, and I do not have one made yet, so I'm going to have to go ahead and make one of those. And what do I need? I need an Invar sword, some books. Was it books? Yeah, books, tin gears, that should be everything I need for a grinder? Yes. Good. If I come over and I toss this grinder, oops, pigs are falling out. Watch out, pigs. And it's backwards, so smack it twice. That should put it face the right direction. And what it's going to need is an interface to push its stuff into. I have one of those ready to go, so that's good. It's also going to need a... yeah, it's going to need some fluid ducts. Just go ahead and grab all of those. Because I want to collect, I want to collect the mob essence that's coming off of it to be used in some auto spawners later on. So let's go ahead and bring the fluid duct down to here, and it doesn't want to, of course. So probably what I'm going to need to do is, let's see, smack that, no. Probably what I'm going to need to do is prevent this thing from exporting sewage anymore. This thing right here has been basically taking in the sewage. I don't really need it to at this point. So that quest has been completed. And this thing it's just spitting out materials. I'll go down and pick them up here in a minute, but first, go grab some cable. I'm gonna get a pneumatic. There we go. Pneumatic. That'll prevent sewage from coming out of there. Or I'll be able to tell it to not take sewage out. And I should have a... yes, I still have a sewage bucket that I can use for programming the duct here. I tell it to blacklist sewage. Now I need to have it actually. Gotta have a way for it to actually get rid of that sewage that's in there. So maybe if I just get a tank to temporarily hold that. Guess I'll make one real quick. Yeah, here, I want to make that one. Yeah. Might as well go with the tier 2 tank, just because it's slightly more efficient to skip that first tier for material-wise. And I will go ahead and put that there for the moment. Now it should, there we go, now let's say empty, good, empty. So it should no longer accept the mob essence out of there, or the sewage out of there. It should only accept the mob essence. Now I should be able to, well, that should be alright. I'll come get it in a minute. And if I pick that one up, and I want to get my servo out of this particular piece of pipe right here. There we go. And now I should be able to, there we go, connect those up. Come down here real quick, pick up all this stuff that the systems there, the grinder has been spitting out. And come back up here. I'm just going to put that interface right there like so. And bring this cable over to it. There we go. So now that'll spit all the products into the interface. It'll pump the mob essence out and go back into the ME system over here. Alright, so that's modifications to the farm complete. So now I will start collecting the meat and wool and feathers and all that fun stuff from all these mobs instead of just grinding them into liquid meat. And I can use the mob spawner down here, a big old mob spawner that I've not had too much use for since I automated the life essence. I've not had too much use for the mob grinder or mob spawner down here, but this will give it a nice good use. Yeah, I like that. I'll keep an eye on. Yeah, see, it's already gone up a percentage, I think, since I started. It may not be a lot faster than the farm up there, but at least it's freeing up the farm animals so that I can use those materials other places. Anyway, moving right along. The other thing that I really wanted to get started, since I updated to the new Agrarian Skies, is I want to, first of all, I want to get rid of the sewage. If I do that, gets rid of the sewage. Since I upgraded to the new Agrarian Skies, I really want to work on my Big Reactor. I was thinking about putting my Big Reactor up here on this level, but actually I believe what I want to do is, because I'm going to build it 7 by 7 by 7, and if I look, this just happens to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall. So what I want to do, instead of building it up there, I'm going to build it on this level, and I'm going to use these black bricks. I like these. They look cool. And I'm going to need I'm going to want to just make this nice and easy on myself and get there it is, Builder's Wand. And since I'm not using the spectacles at the moment, I will get back to that before the end of the episode. Don't worry. I'll go get those saplings. Maybe. Yeah, I will. Actually, sorry. I'm going to switch directions real quick, because I really want to get those saplings. I know I'm going to get it all done this episode, but before I can do that, and of course I come down here without everything I needed. So I said what I wanted to do for harvesting those leaf blocks is to use a thaumium grafter. So I just need a thaumium ingot and 2 sticks. Okay. Now that's easy. Thaumium ingot and 2 sticks. Okay. toss that, put that away. And let me jump down here, get this done, take care of that. Tommy ingot. 2 sticks. Gonna take just a tiny bit of ordo. Okay. You know, what I think I might need to do is turn this ritual off while this process is going. Do I have a lever on with me? I do not. Let me grab a lever real quick. Just turn that off. And that's the other thing I wanted to test, is I think that I did have a lever, didn't I? I bet it is in my builder's backpack. Here they are. Look at that. I did have a lever. I believe if you put a lever on the master ritual stone in the room downstairs and then apply a redstone signal to the master ritual stone, it should shut off this process. Well, look at all this stuff that's been accumulated down in this room. Yeah, that did seem to work. I don't hear the ticking of the damage anymore, so now the only thing that should be killing these guys coming in is the slaughterhouse. Which... Oh yeah, much better. That'll help. And I don't really need to have that ritual running right now, but you know, just applying the redstone means that I won't have to reinvest the life points to start it back up later on. Okay, so I've made my thaumium grafter, and before I go using it, I want to enchant it. Let me see here if I've got the correct enchantments ready to go. I might. Do I have a repair? I don't. It looks like I don't have a repair, but I have unbreaking. Well, hopefully I have enough experience in the tank to make a repair book. It's going to take 40 levels to copy that book. Hopefully. Oh, look at that. I'm just so ever so slightly short. So I'm going to jump down here and somehow get some levels real quick off these guys. Just stick my face in there for a second and then they should come. Just need a few more. Well, actually, I'm going to need a few more levels beyond that too, because it's going to take a few to apply it. So I'm going to pause my recording for a moment, kill some mobs, and I will be back. Okay, I've killed enough mobs to get to my level 40. Actually, I got level 42. And what I did was I went ahead and I put a switch on this so I could shut that off temporarily, just so I wouldn't have to worry about that killing them off faster than I could get to them. So I'm going to go ahead and switch that back on. So that should start killing them again. And I've got a full tank up here plus just a tiny bit extra. So that should be more than enough to go ahead and do my enchantments that I want on my grafter. So I go ahead and make my copy of my repair book. And it looks like I'm getting pretty low on books here, but it should be, hopefully there's enough in there for me to copy this the required number of times. Let's see, number 2, this will be the one that I use. Oh, yeah, that's right. I broke my anvil not long ago, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and make myself another anvil. Yeah, okay, good. I have all the stuff in the system for that already. And just put that back down. And let's see, I have repair. It's the most important one to me. Costs 6 levels. 6 levels. Oh. Now let's try that again. Repair. And let me see if unbreaking will still go on there. It will. It's going to cost me 9. 9. And I'm pretty sure that there's nothing else that will go on there, and that's pretty much all I really need. That'll let me break a bunch of blocks. Okay, let me get my spectacles back on just to make it easier to see the ones that I'm looking for. Inventory's getting a little messy right now. Okay, I can see them pretty. Most of the time I can spot them without those spectacles, but this just makes it much easier. So go ahead and get me some. Let's see what I get here. Oh, looks like I've even got a few more than I did the last time I came over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and break these up. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to clean up my inventory real quick. I probably can just go ahead and toss these in here. I will eventually probably need to move them to a arborist chest or something that is specifically designed to hold them so that I don't have to use up a bunch of slots in my ME system to have those. Well, there's one under that block. I guess I'm going to have to break that block to get to it. Oops. And I want to get... Oh wow, look at that. I did not see these earlier. Either they weren't there or I just wasn't paying attention. So let me get those. And I'm just collecting these right now because, well, I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do with them at the moment because I don't have the extra honey to use in my where's it at? Treealizer. I'm pretty sure this requires, yeah, it requires honey drops, so once I get a little bit more mass production going with the bees, I will come back to this and check out all these sapperlings that I'm picking up right now. And then I will start working on crossbreeding to get some even better stuff. Oh, there's one under there. Go ahead and grab that. Any more here? Let me check this side. Oh, yep, there's one more. And pick that up. But anyway, I just wanted to go. Oh, yeah. Let me turn off this thing here. That gets real annoying when I have the sigil magnetism running and then this is going, and I end up just picking up everything. So yeah, that looks like it got me all kinds of different sapperlings. And I look through, yeah, if you look down here, all these various forestry sapperlings that I got, and I'll come back and identify these and figure out when I want to crossbreed. to get to some of the nicer things. So, while I'm standing right here and I'm talking about the sieve system, I don't know if you guys remember, but I had made a diamond hammer, and then I enchanted it with unbreaking and efficiency. Let's see, it was unbreaking 3 and efficiency 5. So that ended up getting me over 30 stacks of gravel, well over 30 stacks of gravel, and that's already been sieved all out. And I used up a bunch of the diamonds that it actually got me, but you see I'm already back up to 51. I probably used up about 50 or so because I made 2 more drives, and actually is probably one. No. Okay, I think I know what happened there. What is going on up here? I'm out of salt. Well, I might have to fix that real soon here too. Salt? Sure, I'm out of salt. Gosh, I hope I want to get to my big reactor today. But it's kind of not looking like it's going to happen. It might be a next episode. Unless I just ignore some of these other little problems I'm having and fix them off camera. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll fix that salt problem off camera. I also need to one of the things I did between episodes is I taught my ME system how to make some of this stuff, and I needed to make this 64K storage. So finish crafting my 64K storage. It was supposed to do 2, but I probably made some adjustments to the ME system and caused that crafting task to stop. Either that or when I exited the game. But take a quick look in here. You can see that I added a bunch of new recipes in here. The recipes to make those 64K storages, which included the pattern encoding and stuff. Had to teach it a few things. I also taught it how to make the hearty breakfast, because that's going to be necessary later for one of the Hell's Kitchens quests, and it is comparable to the delighted meal that I normally would be using for my food source, but I'm switching over to the hearty breakfast. Now the hearty breakfast recipe that I ended up using, as you can see as I scroll over these, uses tofu, and let's see, firm tofu, yeah, tofu. Where's the one? Yeah, the butter one uses silken tofu. I guess that none of these use milk. But anyway, so yeah, I taught it to make that without using any meat. So that is the other reason I have this. I converted this field over to nothing but soybeans. So let me get back on track here. Back to making my big reactor. So gonna need, yeah, there we go. Big reactor stuff. And I could probably also look at, I'm just gonna, well, shoot, I need a bunch of yellorium, don't I? Ingots that apparently I don't have. Yellorium, is that right? Yep, yellorium. Oh, I need to tell it to craft a couple of these. So while that's getting busy, let me take a look at the quest. I may not put the reactor together this episode, but I definitely will be able to. Let's see, where's it at? Steel power. I will definitely be able to complete the quest because, let's see, I need a power tap, controller, access point, yellorium fuel rods, and reactor control rod. So I just got to craft one of each of those. Reactor, so I need a access port, which is going to take these guys. Should be able to make a couple more of those now that a few of those run through the system. Reactor power tap. Reactor, what's the difference here? Oh, that's the RedNet port. I need the power tap. There we go. One of those. Reactor controller. Get one of those. Reactor. Nope, don't need that. Coolant port. I guess that's probably not. Redstone port. No. What am I missing? Am I missing anything? Is that enough? Oh, I need the I need to get a fuel rod and a control rod. So rod, a fuel rod, and a control rod. And that will complete the quest. So let me get, and I think I definitely want the yellorium ingots. Full heart, that brings my total lives to 40. That's nice. And I'm just going to go ahead and toss those things back in there for now, and those. Potions. Not particularly special. Put that back on. Okay, so now that I got my materials, I am going to start laying this out. I'm going to use these small blackstone bricks for most of the platform and the walkway over to where I'm going to actually build the reactor. And get my wand back out here. Don't know if I'm going to have time. Ooh, guess I need to drink my potion of flight again. Yeah, I'm not really going to have time to do the whole reactor this episode, but I do want to get the platform laid out, and because I want to keep the reactor all within the chunks that I'm keeping loaded, I want to show my thing here real quick. It's going to come out to about, well, it's going to come out to the edge of the chunk. There we go. And I'm going to bring the platform this way. And it looks like I'm running out of the blackstone bricks here, so I'm going to go craft a few more of those up, finish up this platform, then I think I'm going to wrap it up there, and I'm going to come back and build my reactor in my next episode. So actually, I think I'll just cut it off about right here. So yeah, I'll finish up this platform between the episode next, and then beginning of next episode I'll go right into building the Big Reactor. So hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you did. If not, comment anyway. Let me know what I could be doing better. Anyway, I will catch you later.